The city was as dark and unforgiving as ever, a living, breathing monster that swallowed hope and spat out despair. Rain pounded against the cracked pavement, the drops a relentless reminder of the misery that clung to this place like a festering wound. I was knee-deep in a world of shadows and secrets, a place where the line between good and evil had blurred into a twisted dance of violence and betrayal. The night started like any other. I was sitting alone in my shabby apartment, nursing a glass of bourbon as I stared at a faded photograph. It was a picture of her, Mona, the woman I once loved. The pain of her memory still cut deep, a wound that refused to heal. But there was no time for nostalgia. The city had a way of dragging you back into its dark embrace. A call came in, a raspy voice on the other end of the line. It was a dame in trouble, the kind that always found their way to me. She was desperate, her words a tangled web of fear and desperation. She told me about a crime, a heist gone wrong that left a trail of blood and betrayal. She needed answers, and she needed them fast. I threw on my coat, the leather creaking like the weight of the world on my shoulders. My trusty old 1911 was tucked snugly in its holster, a cold comfort in a city that had forgotten the meaning of justice. The rain outside had turned the streets into a slick, treacherous maze, but I knew these alleys better than my own reflection. As I stepped into the cold embrace of the night, I could feel the darkness closing in around me. The city's underbelly was a cesspool of corruption and crime, a place where the rich and powerful pulled the strings and the rest of us danced to their twisted tune. I followed the leads, chasing down lowlifes and crooks, each one with a piece of the puzzle. Along the way, I left a trail of broken bodies and shattered dreams. The city had a way of making you do things you never thought possible, turning you into a monster in order to hunt down the real ones. The closer I got to the truth, the more dangerous the game became. It was a web of deceit, with each strand leading me deeper into the heart of darkness. I couldn't trust anyone, not even myself. The line between hunter and hunted had become so blurred that I no longer knew where I stood, but I was Max Payne, a man with nothing left to lose but his own sanity. And in a city like this, that was the most dangerous weapon of all. I pushed forward, determined to uncover the truth, no matter how painful it might be. In a world where justice was a fading memory, it was up to me to be the last line of defense against the darkness that threatened to consume us all.